There we go.
Hey, my brother, are you ready?
I am ready, Rudy. Welcome to everyone. And folks, if you haven't already muted your lines, please mute your line. Just leave it open for Rudy and me tonight. But welcome to our opportunity call here for iBoomerang as part of iBoomerang chat. I'm Bart out of St. Louis, and my brother Rudy Malley there in New York City. Rudy, say a shout out.
Hey man, thank you so much. Hey, this is Rudy Malley here. We decided to do this Zoom opportunity not just for us, but also to we realize that so many people out there have been looking for opportunities. Not just to get started with iBoomerang, but also to see how they can get start into business and see how they can upgrade or step into a new challenge in their lives.
Absolutely. And this particular live portion here is just on Zoom tonight, but as soon as it's over with, it's being recorded and we will have it out on a watch party out on Facebook and other social media for everyone to benefit from. So you ready to get started, my brother?
Boom.
Boom, let's do it.
Let's rock and roll, man.
Okay, guys, next slide. We want to mention a disclaimer here, and that is everything we're going to show you tonight and talk to you tonight is actually based on actual industry standards and on actual results, but it doesn't guarantee anything. Here's the thing we know, and I can tell you 100% for fact. We've got some people in the company who have not made any money at all. We also have someone in the company who has made over $1 million since March. So It's really up to you, and like anything, it's what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So just a real quick disclaimer on that. And what we're going to show you tonight, folks, is what we call a first-class customer experience using a 21st century model. And that is what is so empowering about what we have. The old way of doing things is that you have something, you've got a product, customers pay more, and only strong recruiters win. You build a team, and that's the only way you make it in the network marketing world. But our model is totally different. That's why we say #JustDifferent. And that model says that we make money only when the customers save money. And the first thing many people ask is, how does that happen? How can you make money when people save money? Well, here's how it happens, folks. It all happens because we're bringing something new to the world through a vision that we have, and the vision of our CEO, Mr. Holton Buggs. And guess what? It all starts with travel. Travel is an $8 trillion industry. Look at those stats just for a moment, if you will. Asia, Europe, the US, Latin America, Africa. Look at Asia. They spend $70,000 a second on travel. 1, 2, 3. Okay, they just spent $250,000. Since we've shown this slide, folks, they spent nearly $1 million on travel, and that's just Asia. This market is huge. Think of iBoomerang with travel, just like Amazon was when all they did was sell books. So it is an $8 trillion industry. But did you know that 2 companies monopolize the entire travel industry? That's right, you've heard of Travelocity, you've heard of Expedia, Bookings.com, Kayak, Priceline, Hotwire, Hotels.com. You've heard of all those, seen their commercials? Guess what? All of those are owned by 2 companies, Booking Holdings and Expedia. And you want to know a secret? Those 2 companies are marketing companies. They are not travel companies. So they create a thing called parity, which means everything's within $1 or $2 of each other. But we have something unique, and it's something that only we have. You see, we're a technology company with a backbone of one of the most awarded travel companies in the world in extreme travel. And because we have that, we pass the savings on to you. You can see there all the awards that Extreme Travel has won. And just this past week, they were named the top travel agency by Carnival Cruise Lines. That doesn't happen by accident. 2 people you'll hear us talk about and you'll get to know. Mr. David Manning, the CEO of Extreme Travel, and Miss Lori Spears, the director of travel. Here's how powerful and how respected these two people are. They appear before the United States Congress and before many state legislatures to testify on behalf of the travel industry. Yes, those are the people that are brought in to the decision makers to help them make that decision. So that's who we have here as a backbone to our platform. And our platform is called the iGo platform. And notice it says it's your wholesale travel booking platform. What does that mean? Here's what we're going to give you. We're going to give you a travel engine, your own personal travel engine, just like you go out to Amazon and shop in your own personal little portal and put things into your shopping cart. We're going to give you your own personal little portal. And we're going to say that you can save up to 70% off the retail prices. I'm letting you in on a little secret that we just heard this weekend. Because of the volume that we have been doing with the iGo platform since we pre-launched in March and then we opened our doors officially Labor Day weekend, because of the volume, we're now seeing savings as much as 80%. That's what you're going to find out here. You also can earn travel bonuses just for referring someone to Extreme Travel. And you'll see all these discounted things out there. You'll also see that our inventory is the same inventory you're going to find anywhere else, just at deeply discounted prices. Let's look at some of those examples real quick, if you will. We're just going to show us one here that is from New York City. Okay. And you'll see over here on the screen, New York City, a 4.5-star hotel through Expedia. In Expedia, it's $339 per night. On our platform, it's $178 per night, a savings of $161. Paris, France, on Travelocity. You'll see one over there as well. And it's a 4-star hotel for $440 per night. On our site, that same hotel, that same room on the same night is $130, a savings of $310. Same room, same hotel. But notice something down over here in the corner. We're the first travel booking site to accept Bitcoin. What does that mean? For your international travelers, you don't have to worry about currency anymore. Here it is. You can pay through Bitcoin. But it's not just hotels. Look at New York, a top rental car company in New York, rentals.com, a Chevy Cruze, $392 for a week's worth of rentals. On our platform, that same car, $221, a savings of $171. Same car, same rental company. Los Cabos, a 4-star resort, $834 on hotel.com. On ours, $552, a savings of $282. So you're starting to get the picture. You're starting to see what it's all about here. But let's give you some actual results. We got some actual results we want to show you. And here's one. A person said they saved $848.45 and earned 445 reward credits at the Sheraton Salt Lake City Hotel. Another one also at the Sheraton Salt Lake City Hotel. They saved $532 and got 321 rewards credits. Another one. This one's at the Westin Westin Galleria in Houston. I've stayed at this hotel. It's absolutely amazing. They saved just shy of $1,000 and got 1,008 reward credits. And then our CEO, Mr. Holton Buggs, went to Los Cabos, saved nearly $1,600 and got 1,687 rewards credit. But let's break this down even to more realistic. I want to share with you something happened to me. Last weekend, or the week before, I was up in New York with Rudy at an event that Mr. Holton Buggs was at. I stayed at the DoubleTree Hotel in Manhattan in the financial district. I saved $280 on my hotel on a 3-night stay. Not only did I save $280, but I also got my reward credits through iGo. I also got the Hilton Honors reward points, and I also got travel reward points on the credit card that I used. I triple dipped and saved $280. Now I want you to think about one piece of math here. When Rudy's going to talk a little bit about how this whole operation works, but $280 I saved, and I want you to remember the number of $140, because that's what our customers would see as $140 as opposed to $280 that I get, and he'll tell you why that difference happens. But Rudy also has a testimonial to share with us. Rudy?
Yeah, Bart, thank you so much for this information, man. 2 weeks ago I was in Baltimore. So I was able to rent the hotel and also did a rental car. And I paid for my rental car using the points that I saved for my hotel. Can you believe it? I paid for my rental car. My rental car, I think 3 days or 4 days was like $90, and I ended up paying that $90 from the reward points that I saved, on the platform. This is an amazing platform, because the way it's actually being used and the way people are super excited about it, it just makes a whole difference. So some of the benefits that, sometimes when you go on our iGo platform, so you're going to be seeing hotels, rental cars, cruises, flights, homes, weeks, marketplace, and timeshare. So it's just like a regular booking engine. Just the difference is we have a price match guarantee of up to 110% difference, which means, for example, if you go on our platform and you see a deal of maybe $100 more expensive than what you see on Expedia or Travelocity, guess what? Just send us an email, send us a text, and we'll definitely make sure we match that price by 110% price match guarantee to make sure that you're utilizing our service, and we're sticking on our word, because we know for sure that this is the best platform out there for anybody who ever travels. One of the also most exciting thing about this opportunity is not just about the travel. We also, one of the core values of iBoomerang is actually the fact that we are a giving company, because iBoomerang is actually an affirmation that says I boomerang, which means I give. And we are giving because we're going out there to throw out something in goodwill and without any expectation. But because of the opportunity, because of the goodwill that we gave, so we are able to benefit. And one of the goodwill is that we're able to partner with foundations. We actually partner with Children's International and Mana Relief Foundations. And what do we do in these foundations? We actually donate meals. And how do we actually do that? Every time a customer activates their Boomerang site, each kid is being fed in one of these foundations. And so far, I would say we've fed over 1.3 million, 3 point something million meals, Bart. We've saved over 3 point something million meals.
3.7.
That has gone around the world to feed kids who are, starving or might not have as much nutrition as we have an opportunity to have, in different parts of the world. And that's just one of the core values that actually resonate in this opportunity. The leadership team right here, these guys are amazing guys. They have a combined knowledge, a combination of over 50 years 50 years experience in the industry, starting from the gentleman over here, Mr. Holton Box, who is the CEO of the organization, all the way from the operations team, the marketing team. We have our chief giving officer over here, Mr. Peter Hirsch, and we also have our CEO of Extreme Travel, Mr. David Manny, because all these guys put together, these are $1 million earners, and they decided to come together and say, you know what, we want to be able to do something. We want to be able to do something different. We want to be able to change the way marketing works. We want to be able to change the way customer service works. So we want to be able to give it back, create an opportunity where people will be able to have this platform where they'll be able to save money, because we want to change the dynamic of the way we look at business. So the amazing question is, do you boomerang? And we, for us, of course, will say, yes, I boomerang. So the boomerang philosophy, like we said, is actually an affirmation that says I boomerang, which means I give. You know, I'm here to give, and we've been giving our goodwill to people around the world, and we're getting back benefits. Unexpected benefits come back to us, and this is how people are creating wealth. That's why, like Bart said earlier, you know, we have people in this company who've made over $1 million in the last 8 months. So how does a boomerang work? So yes, I boomerang. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, because guess what? You're sending a free website to somebody. The second step, they book a travel and save money, which is a guarantee of 110% guarantee for them to save money. And the third thing, boom, you get paid. How easy could that be? Then the savings. So how do you get paid? Because I've had so many people come to us and say, but how do I get paid? So you share the 50% of the savings with friends, family, and customers. So 50%, for example, if a customer go on the platform, just like we saw in the previous slides, customers save up to $900. A customer will save up to $1,000. Guess what? How do you get paid? You get paid $500 because a customer saved $1,000, which means our product doesn't work. We don't get paid unless the product works. It's actually an amazing philosophy that we've had so many people receiving feedbacks, and we've had so many people sending us emails and text messages and said, thank you for this opportunity for me to save money. So how does that boomerang travel bonus actually work? Because so many times people want to know how it actually works. So for the iBoomerang customer side, for us as an ambassador, we are able to see up to 80% off, on the TSA member side right here on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side, we're seeing the iBoomerang customer side, which means the customers are able to save up to 35% off. So how does a customer work? So for example, you have you right here, you is an ambassador, and you're seeing you are able to save up to 80% off, and your customers are able to save up to 35% off. So you are looking at a difference, the difference that comes back to you. So if you have a travel saving bonus, for example, you have a travel saving bonus here of $106. This actually gets converted into customer volume that goes back to your account, that you get compensated on it. Then your customers are saving $212. So if, for example, you say 50% is paid to the referral TSA as a direct travel bonus, which means whatever your customers saved, 50% of that is being paid to you directly as a travel bonus, as a direct travel savings bonus. 35% of that commission is converted back into commissioner volume that goes back into your compensation plan and to the a leadership bonus. So one of the models that we want us to educate about is actually customer acquisition model, because that's what iBoomerang is all about. We're focused on customer acquisition. We want to be able to create a platform. We want to be able to provide this platform to millions and millions of people around the world. We'll be able to have an opportunity to save on all their travels. For example, somebody wanted to go out there and book a travel, they wanted to save money. So for example, you as a customer, you as an ambassador right here, you say, no, I have 10 friends who travel. I'll send them the free boomerang. Send 10 friends free boomerangs. So we know that a total annual average savings of a customer who travels is $600. So that $600 is being converted down to $6,000 for the 10 customers. And that then you get paid 50% of that, and you get $3,000 additional income that comes to you. So what will you do at your job in order for you to make an additional $3,000? Oh, this is the most exciting. I mean, this is one of the most exciting parts right here, because Right now, we are looking at the new services. We are looking at new programs that are coming in, and we are looking at new releases. So iBoomerang opportunity is not just about travel. That's the reason why we don't have we didn't say iBoomerang travel. You know, it's just like Uber and Amazon. When they first started, Amazon didn't say Amazon Books. They just Amazon because they have so many other services that are coming. Uber didn't say they are Uber Ride. They just said they're Uber. Now they have Uber Ride, they have Uber Eats, they have Uber whatever. Know who knows what Uber is coming up with. So now we have iBoomerang right here. The second product that we just released, that's being released, has been released and it's going to be launched on December 6th, which is less than 30 days from today. So we're going to be releasing a Vibe Ride. So the Vibe is actually going to be a new technology, which then you're going to ask, but how is that going to work? So the Vibe it's not going to be able to use, we're not going to compete with Uber or Lyft, but we're also going to be an additional service where our customers will be able to not just travel, they'll be able to take rides, which means our customers will be notified through our marketing team that, hey, you can download the ride and you can download the Vibe and take a free ride to your hotel or take a free ride to wherever you want to go. And our customers do that, you get compensated because you originally gave that customer access through the Boomerang. So once the customer has the Boomerang, they have the travel, they have the Vibe, and we also have something else coming up. Hold on. Yes, we have the Boom Mobile. So the Boom Mobile is actually going to work as a mobile service, which means the mobile service, telecommunication industry right now is booming really hard, and we have so many competition going on in the industry, but we want to change the dynamic. At Boomerang, we're going to change the way it works. We want to not just be able to provide unlimited data, text, and voice, but also wanted to give a customer first class experience. First class experience for our customer, because guess what? This is 21st century. Our customers are only going to pay $49.95 a month for unlimited data, text, and voice. And because you, as an ambassador, who you'll be able to give this customer access through the travel, they will also be receiving notifications from our marketing team on Boom Mobile, on the Vibe service. As soon as those becomes available, your customers will have access to that. And whenever the customer pay their phone bill, guess what? You get compensated. Every time a customer take a ride, and guess how many times people usually take a ride a day? I personally take about 2 or 3 rides a day in New York City. So that's about, I'm not sure if it's a dollar that goes to somebody's account, but somebody's getting paid every time I take an Uber ride. And that's the opportunity right here that we're trying to bring to our ambassadors, to people who are doing this, people who say, you know what, I'm going to step up to take up on this opportunity. So people have been asking, okay, but how do you get compensated? Now, like we said, we have the direct sales bonus and we have the dual team bonus. The direct sales bonus is actually that's something that comes to you directly. If somebody says, you know what, I've seen this opportunity, I like it, I want to jump on it because I have so many people who travel. I know people who can use this opportunity as well to make extra income, to make additional income in their jobs, whatever it is. Because guess what, with this opportunity, you don't have to leave your job. You don't have to go anywhere. You just keep doing whatever you're doing, and this opportunity is going to be right here. You can do this an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 2 hours a week, 5 hours a week, whatever you choose, whatever amount of effort that you want to put into this opportunity, you have the right to do that. And now with the direct sales bonus, it means somebody says, I see this opportunity, like you're watching us right now on this conference call. You say, hey, I love it. I want to jump on it. I want to take on the coach, the business on the first class. So we're going to go into the details about the different classes on the later slides. Then you want to look at the dual team commission. So you want to look at the dual team bonus. How does the dual team bonus work? So it's so easy because there are different companies that have different compensation plans. But we decided to use a dual team compensation plan because it's so easy for somebody to make money in this compensation plan, and the maximum that we can get compensated right now is $250 a week. I mean, I would definitely accept to be paid $250,000 a week on the maximum, which means that's $1 million a month. And we've had people in this company who've actually made $1 million a month in the first 8 months of the company. So how do you get started? So we have there's something we call standby. Standby is more like a registration, which means you get started for somebody who say, you know what, I love the opportunity, I love what I just saw, what I've just seen, and I want to get started. But I'm kind of skeptical a little bit. I just want to get started to see what it is. So we have a registration of $49.95. And what do you get with the registration? You have a one boomerang customer site, which means for the customer site, you are not going to be able to have access to 80% discount, like like we the TSAs do have. You'll be able to have a 35% discount on your travels. You have 5 boomerangs that you can give it out to your friends and family just to check it out. You might give it to them and say, hey, I just started this new opportunity, just check it out and see what it is. They'll be able to have a view to go in there and check it out. We have 25% referral commission, which means if you have a team of people who want to travel, we have our partner, our travel partner, Extreme Travel, that you can refer your travels to them, and they're also going to be able to have, you're going to be getting compensated 25% of whatever expense that they do, that their travel cost. Then you're going to have an iDecide interactive presentation. So the iDecide is an amazing tool because it does all the heavy lifting for you. It does all the presentation, like what we're doing right here, and iDecide will do all the presentation for you. You'll be able to have access to the system. You're able to have access to your online management system, where you're able to see how your organization is running. So if you decide to stay on the standby package for a month or two, there's a monthly fee of $49.95 in order for you to stay in business, because guess what? You have 5 boomerangs that you're giving out to your friends and customers who are traveling, who are using the Vibe, and who definitely going to be using the Boom Mobile. And you don't want to quit. You don't want to lose those customers, because as soon as you decide not to continue your business, those customers, volume, and all the commission goes to somebody else. Now, like we said in the previous slide, we said we have 3 different classes. We have the coach class, we have the business class, and the first class. So as a standby, you want to decide to say, okay, I've been the standby. Now the next step is I want to go to the coach. I want to choose one of the classes that fit me. We're going to have a few, with the coach class, you're getting compensated on the hotels, and the rental cars. So the flights, we don't get commission on the flights because the flights are being controlled by the airline companies. So we only get paid on the hotels, the rental cars, for the coach class. Then on the same coach class, you're having 10 boomerangs, which means you have the possibility of giving 10 customers access. Then you have a 50% commission that directly from your customer savings. Then if you want to build a team, you have a team you also get paid 10% commission that comes to you, direct bonus, dual team commission that comes to you because you're able to provide this opportunity to other people. So for the coach class, how do you begin? The coach class is a one-time investment of $250. With the $250 for the coach class, $500 for the business class, and $1,000 for the first class. So on the next slide, we're going to have more details about the different classes and what they really entail. So for the standby class, remember we said the standby, you're going to be able to have access to the online interactive presentation, the TSA management tool, the booking engine for the customer. You're only going to have the customer access. You're also going to have 5 boomerangs. For the coach class, you're going to be able to have for the coach class, it's a one-time fee of $250 investment. You have an interactive presentation. You're also going to be able to have the TSA management system online. You're going to be able to have the 10 boomerangs, then 25% travel bonus that comes to you. That comes to you when a customer travels. Then also you're going to be eligible to have the binary commissions. Then you have a 10% dual team commissions that comes to you as well. You're eligible to receive commissions from the hotels, rental cars, and cruises for the coach class. For the business class, you're going to have everything that has on the coach class. In addition to that, you're going to have 25 boomerangs for the business class. So instead of 25 travel saving bonus percent that comes to you, you're going to have 50% of the travel bonus savings that comes to you for the business class. Then remember, for the coach class, we had 10% dual team commission. For the business class, you're going to have 12% dual team commission that comes to you, and you're eligible to receive commissions on hotels, rental cars, cruises, and cruises. Then the next slide, the next one we also want to look at here is the first class. The first class is where you want to go because it has everything, which means everything you're going to be able to be paid. You're going to be able to get paid on everything that the customer actually access, which means that your customers will be able to access rental cars, cruises, marketplace, timeshare, homes, weeks. So you are able to get paid on all those services, like everything that your customers has access to. With the first class, you're getting 50 boomerangs. Then you're getting 50% travel saving bonus that comes to you directly. Then you're also getting compensated 15% dwelling commission, which means everything that your team does, you're getting 15% compensation for that. So now we are at the end of the presentation. At the end of the day, I want to ask you a question. Are you ready to get started? Because this is an amazing opportunity. And, you know, my brother Bart, I just want to thank you. Thank you for being here. And we both did this, you know, and we'll be able to provide an opportunity for somebody out there who might be looking for an opportunity. You know, any last word for somebody before we jump off?
Absolutely, you know, Rudy, thank you so much because you did a great presentation. You know, I want to mention one thing. When you look at this and really show the example of 10 boomerangs and you get, you know, approximately $3,000. That's the estimate. That's the industry standard. But that's only 10 boomerangs. What if you had 100?
Right.
I've done that. That's $30,000. We have someone in the industry, in our organization already, who has given out over 800 boomerangs.
Wow.
Do the math. That's $250,000 just for that one person. And that's just that one piece. That's not all this other that Rudy was talking about from the compensation plan, you know, the binary, from building a team. That's just from giving something away. $250,000 potentially she's going to earn there. So it's just really it's an amazing opportunity. My brother, I love you. I love being able to do this with you because together, and folks, this is really what the whole thing is about. It's this type of brotherhood, sisterhood we have here.
Right, right. Hey guys, if somebody sent this video to you, get back to them as soon as you can. They have more details, they have more information to share with you. And until then, we're going to be doing another presentation every Monday and Wednesday nights, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Join us here because we're going to be sharing more and more updates on ibuumerang and what's going on in the company, because we are just excited about the opportunity and we can't wait to keep sharing with the world. Thanks so much, Bart. Have a good night, everybody. Boom.
Good night.
Good night.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Rudy. Bye, Bart.
Bye.